Hey guys, good day. Thank you for coming back. Hey, in my last video where I talked about Babylon USA being destroyed at the rapture, I got to the point in Jeremiah 50. This is the point that will never be touched by any pastor until this event happens. That's when the little ones are taken. But let me just go back and replay a part of my video where I talk about these little ones. Let's talk about these babies that we kill. Okay, so the Lord has a plan. Because we kill these babies, we kill them by the thousands, 60 million. So the Lord has a plan for Babylon. Let's read this plan. So what I wanted just to show here is that the Lord has this plan for Babylon. Surely the little ones of the flock shall be torn away, and the left behind shall be left desolate. I just want to show you that it's not only Babylon that the Lord has this plan for. If you go back one chapter to Jeremiah 49, he has the same exact plan for Edom. So Jeremiah 49 is about Edom. Jeremiah 50 is about Babylon. It's the same thing. If you read starting at verse 19, behold, like a lion coming up from the jungle of the Jordan against a perennial pasture, I will suddenly make him run away from her, and I will appoint over her whom. This is exactly the same language. The Lord is going to treat Edom and Babylon, and really the rest of the world, the same way. Therefore hear the plan that the Lord has made against Edom, and the purposes that he has formed against the inhabitants of Teman. Even the little ones of the flock shall be dragged, that word in the Hebrew, torn away. Surely their fold shall be appalled at their fate, or left desolate, if you look at the Hebrew. But look at it. This is extra information that's not in the Jeremiah 50 Babylon version. Behold, one shall mount up and fly swiftly like an eagle, and spread his wings against Basra. The heart of the warriors of Edom shall be in that day like the heart of a woman in her birth pain. So we get extra information about this attack that the Lord is going to make against Basra. We see that same attack. Now we're reading Jeremiah 4. This is Jeremiah 49. Let's go over to Isaiah. We have the same thing. We hear about, for the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra, a great slaughter in the land. Isaiah 63:1, unfulfilled prophecy, where Jesus himself speaks from the Old Testament. Okay, I was reading about preterism today, about all the denominations that believe that all of the Old Testament prophets have been fulfilled. I have to restrain back my sarcasm at the ignorance and idiocy to think that all this prophecy has been fulfilled. Look what it says here. It says, this is Jesus when he's coming to judge Basra. And they ask him, they say, who is this that comes to Edom in crimson garments from Basra? He is splendid in his apparel. And Jesus says, it is I, speaking in righteousness, mighty to save. And then he complains he's the only one there to help them trample down and have his blood spattered garments from the trampling down in the winepress. This is Jesus exerting his own wrath. And nobody was there to help him. So the point here is that it's not just Babylon. It's Edom too. It's the world. So I have a document here. You guys can download this document. It's 6 modern-day prophets, prophetic words about the Lord taking the little ones, even the unborn babies from the womb. So you guys can download this document. I'll leave a link to it. You hit the download button. You can download it. You can print it. This is the most critical information that any left behind watchman, watchwoman that we could have to share with our friends and family. This is what's going to devastate the planet when this happens. You can read about it. This is Wendy Lee. All at once the children of the earth will be removed, snatched from the arms of their parents, snatched from the wombs of their mothers. That's in the Bible. People don't read the Old Testament, so they don't know about this stuff. This will be the first major wake-up call to the planet. The event where he takes the little ones is not the same as the event where the harvest workers are going to be removed, and that's exactly what Wendy Lee's word says. And I've shown this before, where the little ones are taken at the cosmic sign. This is that huge event in the sky where there's going to be some sort of impact or collision. That's when the little ones are taken. The harvesting bride is taken at the end of the time of trial. Then we who are alive and left behind, 1 Thessalonians 4, will be caught up to meet the Lord in the air, meet them too, these people that already went. Here's the darkness, the 3 days of darkness. Here's the 3 days of red skies. Okay, here's the rapture of the bride during the darkness. Some of the bride comes back and helps. You know, we all seen the prophetic words about the bride coming back. Some of the bride coming back to help. This is the time of trial where the lukewarm and the unbelievers, they will cry out to God. Anyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. This is when he's riding on the clouds and harvesting the earth. Okay, people get confused and think this is all one huge event. No, it's multiple events occurring over, I would say, a 7-week time frame from start to finish. That's 7 weeks. Okay. I want to go back. What was I saying here? I had some ideas. Okay, these are the modern day prophets that speak about the little ones being taken. This would never be mentioned in the pulpit. The parents and the people would get up and run out screaming bloody murder if these people that stand in the pulpit were to actually preach. Now, this information about the little ones being taken, here, time will stand still. Okay. First, the raptures will take place very close together. First, the innocents, the children, then my bride. The innocents will be arriving while my bride is transformed to fulfill her duties in the harvest of the backslidden and the lost. It's exactly what my diagram was showing, guys. Here's the scriptures which I've gone over many times. Now there are even more scriptures. I keep running across more of these scriptures. Here's the miscarrying. God will give them a miscarrying womb and dry breasts. Exactly what Wendy Lee was talking about up here, and Barb mentioned. So I want to go over a scripture that I came across in Micah. See, Micah has never been all of Micah, like Hosea and Zechariah, will all be fulfilled when the Lord returns. There's been bits and pieces of partial fulfillment at the time of Jesus and throughout the years, but it'll be fulfilled soup to nuts from the beginning to the end. And in the first chapter, you get to the last verse. It says, "Make bald," and this is Young's literal translation. "Make bald and shave for thy delightful sons. Enlarge thy baldness as an eagle, for they have been removed from you." Let's look at the original. This is hard to see because the translations from the Greek to the English are difficult. But let me just show you. Look at the New Living Translation. At times gets it right, but most of the time I think gets it wrong. It says, "O people of Judah." It doesn't say Judah in that translation in the Hebrew, but they put it in there. "Shave your heads in sorrow, for the children you love will be snatched away." They get that part right. "Make yourself bald as a vulture, for the little ones will be exiled into distant lands." It makes no reference to being exiled. We'll look at the original Hebrew. But they get the snatched part right. So let's look at the original Hebrew. Here's the original Hebrew. Make yourself bald, cut off your hair because of the children, your precious. Enlarge your baldness like an eagle, for they shall go into captivity from you. It doesn't say they shall go into captivity, but let's look at the word, 1540. It just means they should uncover, remove. It doesn't say anything about going into exile. They imply that. But bottom line is, Micah 1:16 is the little ones taken away. And Young's literal translation has that part right. For they shall be removed from thee means you. Anyway, they shall be removed from you. It's another verse. Ezekiel 34 speaks about, it says, "And I will rescue them," the little ones, "from all the places where they have been scattered on the day of clouds and thick darkness." A day of clouds and thick darkness is this cosmic event day. That's the day of clouds and thick darkness right there. So guys, I'm not going to go through all these scriptures. I've gone through them literally at least 20 times on my channel. And I would recommend downloading this document. You can go to the links to the videos. You can watch Wendy Lee, Barb at 278 Pike Lake. I've talked about when the little ones are taken, the aliens are going to show up. Barb talks about that. Here's a vision from Wendy Lee about dark clouds come rolling in, angels taking the babies and the children. Some of the parents are saying thank you because they realize that God's wrath is coming, and some of the parents say, I hate you, God, for taking my child. They have no clue what's coming. Okay, guys. Oh, here's 40 more days of chaos following the rapture of my church. So guys, I'm going to leave this here, make this a short video, but I would highly recommend downloading this document. I'll even put this picture up if you want to take a look at this. And with that, guys, have a great day and God bless you.